Hi, so welcome to class. So today we're going to be doing an advanced flow class. Today what you're going to need is a couple of blocks for practice. Obviously a yoga mat, yeah, and potentially a wall as well. So a wall will be extremely helpful because we're going to be doing some inversion practice today. So we're going to start off at the back of the mat. So when you're ready, come to the back of the mat. You're going to separate your heels and sit down just in between the heels. All right. If that's just a little too challenging, especially on your ankles, then sit down onto your heels. Let your hands rest on your knees, roll your shoulders back, close your eyes. And just begin by taking a really nice big breath in through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. So again, big inhalation. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And just come into just a quiet place within yourself, letting the breath just flow through the body, flowing in through the nose and out through the nose now. So switching on Ujjayi breath, pulling up through the pelvic floor, engaging the lower portion of the body, so from the navel down, lengthen the spine up, and keeping that lovely Ujjayi breath through the back of the throat. So as the breath draws in, the tongue is just behind the top teeth here. As you exhale, the same, but through the back of the throat. Almost like you want to fog up glass. So just do that a few more times. Now from here, roll the shoulders back, take an inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, press the base of the palms, turn and press and up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, little fold to the right, keeping the left side of the bum rooted down. Okay, one more breath. Inhale through to center. Exhale over to the left. And again, so you want to feel like the whole lower back is broad. So inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back through to center. Exhale, interlace the fingers now behind the back, roll the shoulders open, take the hands and the knuckles to the right side, elbows draw together, and then right ear to right shoulder. And again, breathe in. Keep the space in the lower back so the spine remains long. Inhale, head through the center, and then release the arms back again, and then take the hands to the left, draw the elbows together, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, head back through the center. Exhale to release the arms. Come forward onto all fours. Okay, let's just stretch the legs back. So press the left leg back, pressing the heel back, lengthen through the sides of the waist. Keep the core of the body nice and firm. So pull up the pelvic floor, broaden the collarbones. Feel space across the lower back. And then swap your legs over, go into the right. And then come back onto all fours, keeping the knees and the hips stacked. So knees are directly below the hips. You can uncurl the toes at this point, but you're going to start to pad the hands forward, okay? And then start to melt the chest down towards the floor. Okay, the elbows will want to bend, so let them bend. Okay, and you can drop the forehead down if it's a bit easier, all right, but just keep space across the back of the neck. So take the hands as wide as feels good for your shoulders. Now the temptation can be to really hang out in the lumbar spine. So what I want you to do is I want you to keep that activation through the pelvic floor. Think about pubic bone gently drawing or zipping up towards the navel and lengthen the lower back. Now at the same time, the heart is melting even more towards the floor as the shoulders broaden out. And just breathe. Two more breaths here. So in through the nose still, out through the nose. Now press firm into the hands, start to lift up the body and then drop the pelvis forward. Come forward into Sphinx pose. Elbows directly below the shoulders. Use a little bit of isometric pull of the hands. Press the pubic bone down into the floor. Activate the legs. Broaden the collarbones and start to just draw the chest forward and through and breathe. Try to create space in the lower back. And one more breath. Okay, lowering the chest down. Left arm is going to come out to the side. So elbow and shoulder in line, cactus in the arm. You're going to just gently roll towards that left shoulder. Tuck the chin in. You can have the knees close to the chest, or you can start to reach that right leg back behind you. Using the right arm as support, and just breathe. Roll back onto the front of the body. We're going to do the same on the other side. So right arm out to the side, cactus in the arm, elbow in line with the shoulder. And again, tucking the chin in, or again, having the knees to the chest, chin tucked still. And then maybe seeing if you can start to reach and extend the left leg back. So the more you roll onto the shoulder, the more intense the pose is going to be. So you have to be super mindful not to go too deep too quickly. Okay, and not to hurt the shoulder. So just relaxing, treating it like a yin pose, so really relaxed. And noticing also how the breath really creates more of a stretch around the pec. You might want to close your eyes and just be really mindful of the movement of breath. Seeing if you can just really soften and relax into it. And then slowly starting to roll again back onto the front of the body. Okay, bring the hands just below the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, broaden the collarbones. Okay, we're going to curl the toes under, lengthen the lower back here. Okay, take a big inhalation. As you exhale, press the floor away and press yourself up into plank position. Take an inhalation, keep the collarbones broad, legs are firm. And then exhale, lower. Okay, so same thing again. So again, actually the hands are really next to the rib cage, more the rib cage than the shoulders. So not up here, more next to the ribs. Okay, so again, lengthen the lower back, curl the toes, firm the legs, broaden the collarbones, engage through the core of the body, take a big inhalation. Exhale, press the floor away. Okay, so the temptation here is to start to pronate, to press here, but I would just want you to keep broad across the collarbones and lengthen the lower back. Notice how the temptation is there to sink into the back. Instead, pick it up from the core of the body, keep everything broad, hold for 3, and you'll be shaking because I'm shaking for 2, and a 1. Drop the knees. Press the bum back towards the heels, pick the knees up and come into downward facing dog. Now start to pedal through your legs. Okay, get a little bit into the backs of the legs, sway your hips. Then rise up onto the tiptoes, okay? Micro bend those knees, okay? And press the belly back towards the thighs. Broaden again, so keep the collarbones nice and broad, okay? So that you feel space in the back of the neck and the whole of the spine. And then start to reach the heels. The heels do not have to touch the floor, okay? We're just having the sensation. Legs and heels are reaching and lengthening. Lifting up the arches of the feet as well. You can keep the toes active by pulling the toes back towards your shins or just root the toes down. Relax the head, breathe. Okay, shift the weight to the left leg. Take an inhale, lift the right leg up. As you exhale, pull right knee to nose as you shift the shoulders forward towards the wrists. Grip the floor with your fingers, okay? So don't collapse into the wrists. Keep it strong. And then step the foot down in between the hands. Drop the left knee. Uncurl the back toes. Take a big inhalation. Press into the legs. Reach up. Okay, keeping again that space in that lower portion of the back, all right? Resist the temptation to hang out. Pull it in through zipping up, really subtly through the front of the body. Now you're going to drop the left hand down towards the back, right hand onto left elbow. Tricep of left arm reaches forward and then come into a lateral fold to the right. And again, just breathe here. Keeping all of the back of the neck broad. Inhale through the center. Exhale, you're going to bring the hands down. Curl the back toes. Find yourself back into plank position. So finding your plank, pronate first. So make everything strong, press the floor away. Now from here, make the legs more active. Broaden the collarbones, almost like the chest is reaching forward. Pivot the weight forward. Exhale, lower down. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift yourself to cobra. Elbows back towards the hips, pubic bone rooted. Exhale to lower. Okay, 2 more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Keeping the hands rooted next to that rib cage, curl your toes under. Okay, pubic bone reaches towards the floor, legs are active. Lengthen the back of the neck, take a big inhalation. Exhale, press the floor away. Bend the knees, press the bum back to the heels, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting the weight to the right leg, lifting the left leg high. Now pull knee to the nose, pull it in, shoulders forward of the wrist. Use that back left hamstring to keep that leg up. And then step the foot down. Drop to the right knee. Uncurl the back toes. Inhale, high lunge. Dropping the right hand down. And again, left hand to elbow, tricep forward. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, lateral fold to the left. Take another breath. Inhale through the center. Exhale, hands are going to come down. Okay, curl the back toes under. Find yourself back in plank. And again, pronate, so press the heart up. Okay, make the legs firm, suck the belly in. Now, broaden instead, so feel the heart reaching forward as you pivot forward on the toes, lower. Then take an inhale again, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale to lower. 2 more. Inhale to lift, like a wave. Exhale to lower. Last one, inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Curl the toes under, keep the hands where they are. And again, root the pubic bone down, firm the legs, lengthen the back of the neck, broaden the collarbones, take a big inhalation. Exhale, back into plank. Press it back into downward facing dog. Now from your down dog, start to walk your feet forward to the back of the hands. Bring your feet hip distance. Okay, take an inhalation, lift your heart up halfway. When you do this, make sure the shoulders aren't by the ears. So keep activating the side body. Okay, so lengthen, broaden the shoulders. Exhale, fold. And again, inhale, lengthen, broaden. Exhale, fold. Firm deep into those feet. Pull up the quadriceps. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Now micro bend those knees, belly to the thighs. Relax the arms. Shake your head out. And just be here, dangling for a moment. Engage the belly, keep those knees bent. Let the arms be heavy. Slowly start to ragdoll your spine up. Feeling each vertebrae on the way up. Feeling the back of the neck. until you're all the way up to standing. Okay, finding Tadasana position or mountain pose or Samastitihi. Yeah, you can have the feet hip distance or the feet together. You decide. At this stage, you are master of your own practice. Now from here, take a big inhale, reach the arms up. Press the palms, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way down over the legs, gaze towards the belly. Inhale, lift yourself halfway. Exhale, step the right leg back. Come into high lunge for me. Inhale, reach the arms up, back leg firm. Exhale, drop in the right hand, left hand onto right elbow. Tricep forward, space in the back, lateral fold to the left. And hold for 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale through the center. Exhale, bring the hands down. Drop the right knee. And then pull the left hip, pull the hips back and come into Hanumanasana or Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Flexing the left toes back towards your face. Lengthen your spine. Breathe. Inhale it forward, back into low lunge this time. Hands come down, right knee lifts, back to plank position. Okay, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, lower down, halfway, chaturanga. Big inhale, lift the heart into upward facing dog. Exhale, pull into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the right leg high. Exhale, right knee to nose. Shoulders forward of the wrists. Step the foot down. High lunge on the right side. Inhale, arms rise. Find the space in the lower back again. Okay, so just notice sometimes we have to do a little bit of a pivot. All right, we want to keep the hips square, legs firm. Drop the right hand down, left hand down, right hand onto left elbow, tricep forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lateral fold to the right. And again, 3 breaths. Hold it. 3. 2. 1. Inhale through the center. Exhale, release the hands down onto the mat. Okay, so here we go. We're going to drop that left knee, coming into half Hanuman on the right side. So flex the right toes back. And again, lengthen the spine, engage the quadricep. Breathe, hold. Okay, inhale, shift it forward to low lunge. Hands come down, left knee rises. Find your plank position. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, big lift, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So again, from your downward facing dog, working on those kind of hops to the top of the mat, okay, or just doing little handstand hops. So making sure the hands again are broad and wide. Draw the backs of the triceps in. Inhale, pivot it forward, weight comes forward. Exhale, crouch it back. Inhale, jump. Exhale, back. Okay, inhale it forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, jump. And exhale back. Okay, inhale it forward. Exhale back. Inhale, jump. And again, exhale back. Okay, we're going to get to the top of the mat now. Inhale forward. Exhale, crouch. Inhale, jump. Top of the mat. Lift the heart up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale back into Samastitihi. Okay, sink deep into the hips. Lengthen the lower back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Utkatasana position or chair pose. Breathe here, hold it. Inner thighs draw in, make sure the knees are not going out, firm into the heels and the feet. Inner thighs nice and engaged, length through the lower back. Okay, we're going to pull the hands down through to the center of the chest. We're going to shift the weight onto the right leg. Inhale, left leg rises. And exhale, find in warrior three shape. Start to reach and extend the left leg back. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bend that right knee. Left foot comes back. Find in a warrior one shape as the arms reach up. Okay, and again, so if it feels better to be on the ball of the back left foot and do a lunge, then do that, okay? We're not necessarily trying to really press that left hip forward and torque the knee. So we have to adjust the back foot according to the hip, all right? So adjust yourself accordingly. Okay, take another big breath there. Keep the gaze forward. Now we're going to start to straighten the right leg and now pivot slightly on the back foot. Okay, as we find a trikonasana shape. You're going to reach and lengthen through the right arm, hand to the shin. Left arm is going to come up and over to the side of the face. Okay, turn the chest open, but let that left hip drop slightly forward. So you feel this kind of gentle pull on the inner groin and there's space in the lower back. Okay, and then that left arm is reaching over. Keeping the integration of the right arm on the shoulder, hold, press firm into the feet. Now inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, you're going to sweep it back. So the left arm comes back, lift the chest up, and then draw the right arm back as the chest lifts. Keep again space in the lower back, firm your legs. Root down through that back left heel. And then inhale, pull it forward into warrior two. Okay, so find in that warrior two position. Okay, and again, reach and lengthen through right arm, elbow to knee, left arm up and over. So just really working out where the pelvis is. So we want that the tailbone, the coccyx, to be reaching towards that back left heel. Otherwise, we end up arching, trying to press the left hip back. So instead, reach it down. You'll feel instantly the belly ignite, and then the left arm will reach over. And take another breath. And then use the inhale to pull up. And then you're going to exhale, hands to waist, and now turn and pivot on that back left leg. So inhale, pull it up, hands to waist. Okay, we're going to start to turn and pivot on the back foot and find lunge. Okay, again, keep the space in the lower back here. And breathe. Hands come down. Step the right leg back. Find that plank position. Broaden the collarbones. Exhale, pivot lower. Inhale, lift again. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, from here, I want you to drop down onto the forearms. Okay, so we're going to drop down onto the forearms. And then from here, I just want you to find a puppy dog shape. So what you might notice is the elbows sway out to the side, and that is absolutely fine, okay? Don't worry about it for now. I want you to just have the sensation that the elbows are drawing in, okay, even if it's wide. Okay, tuck the chin in, micro bend the knees. Broaden again the collarbones to keep everything broad. Notice how the side body starts to activate.
Okay, hold it here and press down through the base of the index. For 3. For 2. And 1. Okay, drop down to your knees and sit back. Okay, so we're going to work with that again one more time. We're going to bring the block in now. So have the block widthways. You're going to bring your thumbs onto the block with your fingers forward. All right, so you are literally having the same hand position like you do in downward facing dog. All right, rooting down through the base of the index fingers. Just notice how that feels in your shoulders. I want you to get the sensation here again of broadening the shoulders out, and you can feel length immediately in the sides of the neck. Now engage the belly and you'll find even more length, okay, in the sides of the neck and the back of the neck. So there's no kind of here position. We're not doing this. All right, so broaden. Imagine the tips of the shoulders are kind of reaching out. And as that kind of spirals or reaches out, the back of the triceps instantly draw in towards each other. And then you can feel serratus anterior just begin to engage. All right, so keeping that length, just working there. All right, keep length in the lower back. Pivot the weight forward. Curl the toes under, engage the belly more, broaden more, and then start to lift the hips up. Look down in between your thumbs for now, okay? Find the length through the back of the neck. Press down through the base of the elbows. Micro bend the knees if that's an area you've got issues with in the hamstrings. And then start to press the chest back. Okay, so press the chest towards the thighs. Then release the back of the head. And again, find in your breath, breathe for 5, 4, keep pressing down through the floor, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to stay here, and I just want you to shift the weight to the left leg. Then you're going to bend the right knee and take the foot off the floor, and then reach the right leg up towards the ceiling. Okay, so that right knee is starting to reach up. And I just want you to be here. Keep pressing. Hold for 5. Breathe for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lower it down. Okay, drop down to your knees and take a rest. Roll the shoulders back. So what you should feel is your upper back muscles really do have to become engaged, as well as the sides of the body. So if we're quite tight in the lats, this is where we're going to feel it, right? So we don't have that kind of mobility through the shoulders. So if the lats are tight, that could potentially be an area that we need to work on, kind of creating a little bit more space and length, all right, to help eliminate some of the tightness that we feel. All right, so we're going to do this again. Okay, so hands on the block in front of you. Hands come either side of the block. Root down through the base of the index. Notice what is happening with the shoulders here. All right, so broaden again through the collarbones. All right, lengthen through the back of the neck. Now, again, feel in the back of the triceps. They kind of draw and almost have that feeling like the arm is starting to spiral out the way like this. As the triceps draw in, the shoulders get broader, right? And this is what, again, is going to really engage the rhomboids and serratus anterior, which are our shoulder stabilizers, all right? So feeling that broadness, lengthen through the back of the neck, look in between the thumbs, lengthen the lower back, start to pivot forward, feel the weight, feel the press of the index and the elbows. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up, and then from here, let the head relax, press the chest through the arms. Trying to keep, again, everything broad as feels good for you, okay? And again, micro bend those knees, keep pressing the chest, relax the back of the neck, keep finding space in the back of the neck. All right, hold again here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, again, we're going to shift and bend that left knee. All right, and now we're going to start to reach that left leg up towards the ceiling. You want to pivot slightly forward so you can feel almost like the weight goes further forward, and then you press more and reach up more. And again, you lengthen, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm not breathing because I'm too busy talking. And 1. And then release it back down. And then sit down. And then relax. Roll the shoulders back. And you should feel like there is still space. You're not up here. The neck's not tight. All right? Take your block. Move it to the side. Okay, find yourself back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Okay, so again, working on those handstand hops forward. So engage the belly, pivot forward. As you exhale, crouch. Inhale, jump. Exhale, back. Okay, and again, inhale forward. Exhale, crouch. Inhale, jump. And exhale, back. Don't worry if you can't catch it and hold it. Eventually with practice it's going to come. So inhale forward, exhale back, inhale jump, and then exhale back. Okay, one more little hop, top of the mat, big jump. Lift the heart up halfway, lengthen the spine, exhale, release. Press firm into the feet, inhale, rise up. And exhale, arms come down again. Back into Tadasana or Samasthiti. Just collecting your breath. Okay, from here, again, sink deep into the hips. Reach the arms forward. Find an Utkatasana. Hold for 5. Lengthen the spine. Lengthen the back of the neck. Engage the belly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come into prayer. Shifting the weight to the left leg. Starting to reach the right leg back. Finding Virabhadrasana 3 position, Warrior 3. And again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend in the left knee. Coming into Warrior 1 with the legs and the arms. Reach up. Just trying to find space. Trying to find the engagement that you need in the core of the body. To find space in the lower back. Okay, space around the hips. One more breath. Then start to straighten it out. Find Trikonasana. Reach and lengthen. Left hand to shin. Right arm up and over. Keep pinning that left shoulder to the back of the body as you reach. Right hip drops down and forward. There's space in the lower back. You can feel engagement through the belly. And again, you're breathing. Don't worry about the weight in the hand. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, pull it up, strong core. Exhale, right hand back. Find that space, flip the left palm. Inhale, reach it up. And again, holding, legs are firm. Trying to reach the chest up and out of the pelvis. And then inhale, follow it through into Warrior 2. Readjust that back leg accordingly so you feel space around that front right hip. It's not overly pulling. Reach and lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Remember, right hip pivots forward. Right arm comes up and over. Turn the chest. Hold. Legs are firm. Inhale, pull it back up. Exhale, hands to waist. So you need to press and almost pull yourself out of that front leg to pivot and turn into that lunge position on the left side. Okay, so you've pivoted on the back foot. Finding the space that you need. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Step it back, find plank. Broaden the collarbones, exhale, lower. Big inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Okay, drop down to your knees. And you might want to take yourself to a wall at this stage. Okay, so now we are at the wall. We've taken the mat to the wall. And again, we are going to use the block. So I'm just going to demonstrate. So again, I have my hands onto the block in this position. I'm going to take the block up to the wall and place my hands firm. And again, I'm going to try to work towards the same sensation through the back of the neck. So broaden through the collarbones, press down through the base of the index finger and the elbows. Create space in the back of the neck. I'm going to keep the gaze in between my thumbs. Curl the toes under and start to press back. Now, I'm not going to press all the way back this time as we did previously. I'm going to keep my gaze forward towards my thumbs, but again, keeping the space in the back of the neck. From here, starting to walk the feet as close as I can to the backs of my elbows. Then I'm going to take the right leg up and I'm going to do a little bit of a hop with one leg. Okay? So again, a little bit of a hop with one leg until I'm up. All right, now from here, engaging through the belly. Now, pincha mayurasna is a bit of a back bend, so I want you to press your feet into the wall and reach your heart and your gaze forward. Keep the length and keep broadening through the back of the neck. Just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower back down and then relax. Take a big sigh. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So bearing in mind, eventually we'll be able to get away from the wall, but we want to draw in through the center of the body. So even though it is a back bend, the front hip crests pull in together. So everything pulls into that midline, and then we lengthen the spine out of that space. Okay, so we're lengthened, almost like a bit of an extension from the thoracic part of the spine as this pulls in and together. So that is what creates the lift. If we just go like this and everything is out, then we lose the scapular stability, and we also run the risk of going just into the lumbar part of the spine. So we want to be super strong and active here. All right, so we're going to do the same again, but on the other side. So we kicked up with the right leg. Now we're going to kick up with the left. And if you don't get up, don't worry. Just keep trying, okay? Honestly, it's just practice. Practice, practice, practice. All right, so we're going to go again. So again, the block is on the wall. I place my hands down on either side of the block, index finger points forward. Okay, and again, broadening the collarbones, elbows come down. All right, gaze in between the thumbs. Curl the toes under, lift the knees off the floor, keep the gaze forward, but create space in the back of the neck. All right, so again, we're not pressing back, we're looking forward to lengthen. And walk the feet forward. Keep the length. Keep the shoulder stability. Belly's engaged. Okay, we're going to go with the left leg now. So we shift the weight to the right leg. We're going to use the left leg. So we're using it as momentum. So we have to kind of bend that right knee to get the momentum to go up. All right, so here we go. All right, so left foot's off the floor. Inhale, lift. Oh, not working. And again, inhale up, and we might find the wall. And again, I want you to bring your feet to the wall. So if you can point your toes, pull the inner hip bones in, and then lengthen through the back of the neck. Keep the gaze forward towards the thumbs. Hold for 5, 4, dig the elbows, 3, 2, and 1. And lower yourself back down. Take rest position for a moment. Dropping the forehead down. Relax and release. And then slowly just allow yourself to sit up. Okay, from there, coming back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And again, working towards those handstand hops towards the top of the mat. So pressing firm down through the base of the index fingers. And again, the same sensation as when we do pincha. So it's that sensation that this scapula is really stable on the spine. We're not lifting out of the scapula, okay? It's only when we are up, okay, there is the sensation that we are pressing the floor away and the shoulders are a little bit more by the ears. So when we're in handstand, that's kind of what happens, all right? So just to get everything switched on, keep the back of the triceps joint in, lengthen through the back of the neck. Look down in between the thumbs. Inhale, pivot forward. Exhale, crouch. Inhale, jump. You'll notice at that stage I have to press the floor away, okay, and then jump back. Okay, so pivot forward, exhale, back. Inhale, jump. At that point, I straighten the arms, maybe find a handstand, or maybe not today, and back. Okay, one more time. Pivot forward, exhale, crouch. Inhale, jump, press. Maybe hold if you've got it. Definitely don't have it so strong today. And then exhale, back. Okay, one more. We're just going to jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. As we exhale, take your feet wide and then start to fold and dangle over your legs. Shake your head out and just breathe. And then I just want you to come down to your seat. Take the legs forward. And then just allow yourself to fold forward for a moment. Relax in the back of the head. And just breathe in. Inhale to sit it up. Exhale, lie onto your back. Now the great thing with doing those poses is they are actually really good for back bending as well, okay? So it requires a lot of openness through the shoulders, but also a lot of stability. Yeah, a lot of the times people go into back bends and they don't have the stability in the shoulders. Yeah, so they end up getting sore around the shoulders and they're not using their legs enough. So you're just gonna find what you would for a normal back bend position, so feet are hip distance, and then press down through the base of the big toes, but make sure that the arches are lifted. Okay, so it's almost like this drawing in at the same time. You'll want to feel like the thighs and the hip bones are rotating towards one another. Okay, and then you're going to feel your bum muscles engaged, begin to lift the hips up so the knees go forward. All right, notice how your glutes are automatically going to switch on, as are the back of your hamstrings. Yeah, that's what's going to support your back bend. Now we want to make sure we're not overly squeeze in the glutes here. All right, so we want to feel like the hip bones draw forward. Yeah, there's a slight squeeze, but it's not a super squeeze to press the hips up. There's a slight activation there. Then from here, hands come by the ears, press firmer into the feet. You might need to take the heels a bit wider. I generally do. And then you're going to lift to the top of the head. Elbows draw in, okay, find the strength of the legs. Inhale, lift all the way up. All right, so breathe. Okay, strong through the legs. Start to see if you can pull up slightly through the pelvic floor to create space. Okay, and strength through the front hips. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower down to the top of the head. Engaging again through those inner thighs. Let those thighs draw in. And then inhale again, press up. And again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Okay, and again, big breath, inhale and lift. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the chin in, lower all the way down, and then release. You can draw the knees in towards the chest if that's your inclination. And just soften everything again. So always trying to find this balance between strength and softness. Okay, we don't just want to be strong and fight through our will to do the poses. There has to be some softness to them too. And just breathe. And then let the legs just relax down. You're going to shift the hips to the left, and I just want you to take the knees to the right and bring the arms wide. And close your eyes. Okay, same again. Knees back through to center. Press firm into the feet. Take the hips to the right, and then let the knees fall to the left. And again, just breathe. Inhale back through to center. Okay, shifting the hips back through to center. You're just going to take the knees out, or the soles of the feet together, and let the knees just fall out and open. You can use the blocks and just place supports just at the back of the thighs. Excuse me. And then just hands onto the hip crests, eyes closed. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And again, just letting everything start to soften, including the belly, the face, the whole of the body just becoming soft and relaxed. Now just slowly start to just draw the legs up and straighten them off. Hands remain on the hips, but the feet fall open. Eyes stay closed. Okay, just again, just draw the feet flat to the mat. Okay, knees are bent. You're going to flex the right foot. Place that foot just on top of the left knee and then thread the arms through and coming into figure four pose. And again, lengthen through the back of the neck. Super easy and relaxed on the hip. Keeping the foot flexed, especially if you have any knee issues or ankle issues. And then releasing the left leg down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So left foot flexed on top of right knee, threading the arms through. And then just releasing the right leg, releasing the left. And just roll yourself over to the right side, just coming into a fetal position. And just taking a few breaths here. And then just come up to your seat. Once you're in your seat, take a comfortable seat. Okay, and just interlace the fingers, press the palms forward. Inhale them up. Exhale nice and wide. Bring the right arm under the left, crossing at the elbows. Potentially the back of the hands will come together, or you can bring the palms of the hands. Elbows lift away from the chest. Exhale, just begin to let yourself round. Let the head fall forward. And breathe into the back of the neck and in between the shoulders. Inhale it up. Exhale, release. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. Cross again. Maybe palms come together or backs of hands. Elbows lift. And exhale, round yourself in. Head relaxes. And breathe in again into the back of the neck. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release. Little gentle twist round to the right, but first we're just going to swap the cross of the legs over. Okay, so just swapping your cross and then taking a little twist, support the spine and breathe. Inhale through the center and exhale to the left. And inhale through the center. Hands just settle down onto the knees, spine sits straight. Close your eyes. Let the tongue just settle and just find in just a few minutes of seated meditation, concentration. Just continuing to watch the rise and fall of the breath, release in the lower belly, softening everything.
And just bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra at the center of the chest, lifting the heart towards the hands. And just bowing the head down to the heart. Take your breath in. And thank you for practicing with me today. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, whatever you're doing. Make sure if you liked today's class or you have any comments to make on the class, please leave a comment below. And I promise I'll write back to you. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next class. Much love. Bye.